All right. As we were discussing in class, we ended at the cognitive development theory proposed by the MPAJ. We will continue the lecture through Zoom recording. And this Zoom recording, we are going to discuss Vygotsky's sociocultural theory and how it influences cognitive development. Vygotsky says the individual develops in a social context. So as you develop in your world of life, the society you find yourself, the culture you find yourself influences how you think, how you reason, and how you do your things. And in the process of being influenced by the environment or the culture or the society, there are several factors that we take into consideration. And some of them are societal figures who are so important and ahead of us in terms of learning. So we call them mentors. We call them mentors. As we learn, they guide us through the processes so that we learn the right thing or the best thing that will lead us to become successful and build on our intellectual capacities. So a mentor is someone who teaches or guides an individual regarding whatever that is important for the person to build holistically, to build himself or herself holistically. Vygotsky, as a socioculturalist, proposed that individuals operate and develop through their ZPDs or zone of proximal development, which is just a stage ahead your current stage. In this context, it is things that you are not aware of, but you are not far from being aware of it, provided you have peers around you. Don't be surprised when you go to the basic schools or the early grades, students are asked to sit in circular form. They sit in circular form because we don't take rejoice in the structure, but they are going to learn from their own peers when they are grouped or they are given a task that are similar. So as you are not able to do yours and you see your colleague doing his or hers, you are able to learn and also do yours. And in the process of doing that, you have worked on or you were operating under the zone of proximal development. Vygotsky also proposed scaffolding, which is a temporal support we offer our learners. A temporal support we offer our learners. And this temporal support that we say, it is done by some people who are ahead of us in terms of our learning, who know more than us in terms of the area that we find ourselves. So they will lend their support to you to succeed in the area, and that is scaffolding. So there's a difference between scaffolding and zone of proximal development. Scaffolding is by an adult learner trying to support a young learner. But with ZPD, your own peers can assist you and adults who can assist you once all of them find themselves within the same setting or environment. So as you can see, he gave us several components of the theory. And he says, comparatively with Piaget, an individual learns before they develop. According to Vygotsky, you learn before you develop. But Piaget will tell you that you develop before you learn. That is why he gave us stages of cognitive development. So that is the only difference between Piaget's theory and that of Vygotsky's theory. With Piaget, you develop before you learn. Whilst in Vygotsky, you learn before you develop. But all of them are talking to us in a way that the individual learner has individuals or people in the environment that have key ways in guiding us to learn or to develop our intellect. When that is done, we need to talk about intelligence. Intelligence is defined from several perspectives. Others will say intelligence is what intelligent test is. Others will say that intelligence is your ability to adapt to your own current settings, or intelligence is your ability to solve your own problems. Yes, that is how it is. Intelligence is manifested severally in our lives, and not one way. But most often than not, we those in academia, we think intelligence is just necessarily reading, passing our exam, and ongoing. No. Your ability to even woo a lady is an intelligence, which is social aspect. Your ability to convince someone to buy into your ideas is intelligence. Your ability to succeed in business is intelligence, and not necessarily in the classroom. So the manifestation of intelligence is diverse based on the individuals. Some of us are good in intelligence when it comes to academia, but some of us are not good when it comes to academia. But our intelligence will manifest in a different area. So don't mistake it that intelligence is just about the classroom. No, it's not done anyway. not done anywhere. So several books are there that you can read to complement whatever that I've told you regarding intelligence. We have theories that spoke about intelligence. One of them is Spearman's General Intelligence, G. It was established in the 1904. And it is also known as G factor, which refers to a general mental ability that, according to Spearman, underlies multiple specific skills, including our ability to talk, that is verbal, our ability to what? To visualize things and give accurate description about them, that is spatial, our ability to understand numbers and apply the numerical, and our ability to think and reflect and create, that is mechanical in nature. According to Spearman, the second factor of the theory is S, which refers to an individual's specific ability in one particular area. So it means you may be intelligent, but on a particular aspect of your life, and not all. The G stands for all, and the S stands for a specific aspect of you. So we can be jack of all trades and a master of one or a master of none. So if you are a master of none, you are operating under what? The general. And if you are a master of a single of the jack of all trades, then you are operating under the specifics. So in your life, you can even deduce from whatever that you have been doing. You know where you are good, where you are not good. But where you are not good, it doesn't mean you are tabula rasa or empty slate. You can do something there. But where you are good at, it is the specific that we are talking about. And that can be the way and manner you convince your boyfriend, girlfriends, and engage yourself in so many things that you do. Another theory propounded by Gardner regarding intelligence, what we term as multiple intelligences. Gardner was an American. He built up the idea that there are several or multiple forms of intelligence. He equally proposed that no single intelligence, but rather distinct, independent multiple intelligence exists. Each of them is representing a particular thing or a unique feature of us, or a skill of us, a capacity of us, and a talent that is important to a certain category of individuals. So, based on the view of Gardner, we have linguistic intelligence, we have logical, mathematical, we have spatial, we have musical, we have bodily kinesthetic, we have interpersonal and intrapersonal, and we have the naturalistic intelligence. All these are in us. That is Gardner's view. We have the Sternberg's intelligence theory, which we call as trichic theory of intelligence. He proposed a three-category theory of intelligence, and this is based on the definition of intelligence as the ability to achieve success based on your personal standards or convictions, or your premeditated expectations in your life. According to this theory, or this particular intelligence theory by Sternberg, the three aspects that we talk about here are analytical, creative, and practical. When we talk about analytical, when we are able to deduce from generic to specific, break the main thing into pieces, linear components, and offer explanations or meanings to that, that is analytical. And creative, when we are able to bring new things that are usable or applicable in our lives. So creativity is about generating new ideas that are applicable. And we talk about practical, when you are able to use the knowledge created or whatever that you have analyzed to be able to solve something or to do something, apply it. That is a practical aspect of it. And this was propounded in 1985, a year after I was born. We have another theory called emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence was championed by Sullivan and Meyer in 1990. Our ability to understand our own feelings and exert our feelings, our ability to react in a particular way and show others that, yeah, indeed, we are this, we are that. Emotional intelligence are many, and not all of us can withstand it. Your ability to withstand pain, no matter how deep it were, you are emotionally intelligent. Your ability to appreciate other people's view, regardless of how it affects you, is emotional intelligence. If you don't take or make cases out of less important issue, you are emotionally intelligent. So your feelings, understanding it, and understanding other people's feelings are all intelligence. So let's have that in mind. So if you are able to withstand your relationship, broken heart, and become an Arsenal fan, then you are equally emotionally intelligent. Arsenal fans, we don't fear anything. Whatever that happens, we take it. We don't fear broken heart. We don't fear broken heart. And that is emotional intelligence. There are several types or components of emotional intelligence. We have the 4 key types, which are self-awareness, self-management, social awareness, and relationship management. So self-awareness being know yourself, managing, trying to organize yourself in a way that it won't go against you. Social awareness, understanding the settings that you find yourself. And relationship management, your interaction intra and inter with others, how you manage it is what we term as relationship management. So in the physical development and cognitive development theories that we presented to you, by implication, you need to understand the child growing in your environment. You don't expect an Apache or a cripple to jump, whilst the activity you engage them is a bit physical in nature. There's no way to happen. So you look at the individual child or the learner in the class, how physical the person is developed before you engage the person in any physical activity. Intelligence-wise, don't present to them things that are beyond their level of intelligence. So whatever that they do is based on the curriculum, and the curriculum is designed in a way that it go in line with the cohort group or the age group that you are teaching. You can advance, but know how you advance. Don't accelerate if the need is not there. Don't compensate if the need is not there. But then look out for people who are having peculiar situations that will need more of your guide so that you manage them or help them to succeed in the way and manner they do their things in terms of the learning. And using the view of Vygotsky, be a supportive teacher to your learner. Don't let the learners suffer. Let them feel that indeed you are at home and I'm there to support you. If you do that, you are the best of all teachers that we could even visualize or even imagine. And again, if it is important that you can group them for a particular task, do that so that each of them will learn from one another. That is the best way to go. That is why we have group studies. Some of you never knew some things or never understood things that we teach in class. But when you meet in your group studies, you are able to do that. And that completes the course or the theories that we have given you regarding physical development, cognitive development, Piaget's view, and as well Vygotsky view. But mind you, Piaget says you can have group of individuals in the same room, studying the same thing. As they progress in intelligence is different. So have that. Individual differences in terms of the way and manner we learn should be factored in. On the basis of this, I'm done with you when it comes to our week 3 lecture. Have a wonderful day and a weekend. Thank you very much. I said, no, papers. No.